Hello, you're watching James. My name's James, you're watching me, and I'm talking about watches. Today I'm doing a first impressions video on a watch that is really interesting to me. And it's really interesting to me because it wasn't something that I was expecting to see on AliExpress. It is a homage to a Mido Ocean Star GMT. The Mido is a watch that I've been seeing a little bit lately, and it's something that's really attracted my attention. It's something that looks quite good. I'm quite interested to try and see it in the flesh and try it on for myself. However, it's quite a big watch. I think it's sort of listed as a 44mm, whereas this homage has been scaled down somewhat, down to something probably a little bit more wearable for my 6 3/4 inch wrist. This watch is a Lacz Denton LD9106. And if after seeing this first impressions video or my full review later on, you are fairly interested in it, I'm going to leave a link below to the watch. It will take you directly to the store in AliExpress that I bought it from. That is going to be an affiliate link, so I am going to earn a tiny little bit of commission. I do appreciate you using the link, but don't feel like that you need to. All right, let's flip the camera around now and let's check out this watch. Here we have the Lacz Denton LD9106, which is a homage to the Mido Ocean Star. And on AliExpress, it's selling for about 100 Australian dollars, which I have to say was a little bit nerve-wracking buying it, because for about that sort of money, you're not really sure if you're going to get a good bargain or perhaps you're just going to get a bit of a flop. So it comes with a few bits and pieces. Comes with a little polishing cloth, and obviously it comes with our watch. There's not really much more to the case. It's just fairly basic, but at this sort of price, I'm not expecting much more. So here we have the watch, which I think actually looks quite good. I'm quite impressed by it. It has quite a nice sizing compared to the watch that is homaging. I think that's quite a big watch, the Mido, which is about a 44mm watch, whereas this is a little more about the 40 or 42. I'll give you the exact dimensions when I do the full review on it. Now, one thing I have noticed is obviously at this sort of price, you're not going to get a true GMT. So it's like a 24-hour marker dial. So when you turn the hands around, it actually then moves around and is locked in place with that hour. You can't move it independently of the hour hand. It has a bi-directional bezel, which is actually quite nice feeling. I'm quite surprised and quite impressed by the feel and lack of movement or backplay from this one on a watch at this price. It does have quite a small crown, I've noticed. It is a little bit harder to get in there and grab it. It is a manual winding, as well as I believe it has hacking. Yep, she's got hacking. Push-pull crown only, no screw-down crown there. But I think the overall look of it is actually quite nice. I like that pop of orange that's on both that second hand and on that sort of 24-hour or the GMT hand. It has very nice sort of applied indices, the 12 and the 6 having that double square, which is all just looking very similar to that Mido Ocean Star. The bracelet's okay. It's okay. I'd sort of put this watch at a very similar sort of quality to probably Pagani Designs, something around that sort of feel to it. So it's good, but not great. For the price, certainly though, it's quite amazing. It does have solid end links in there. It's got a solid construction of that bracelet, has screw links, and has this sort of Rolex Submariner style clasp here, which looks like that. And there's some sort of micro adjust up and underneath there with those sort of indentations. So nothing on the external, just underneath there. And I didn't have too many problems fitting this one to my wrist. And I had about 4 links spare after doing so. Case has a bit of brushing on the top, a bit of polishing on the sides. They have this sort of GMT style case back to it, which it feels like it's sort of printed on. It's not too bad. It sort of does the job. I'm okay with that. And here we have it on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Fits in very nicely to my wrist size. I think the actual original or the watch that it is homaging might actually be a bit too big for my wrist. So this homage watch style of it is probably a better one for me. Feels very nice. I quite like it. Fantastic. All right, as usual, I'm going to put this on wrist for a fair while now. Try and get a good understanding and feel for it. Find any issues with it, any QC issues or any particular problems that I pick up along the way. Find some of those interesting, fun, good things about it, and I'll do that in a full review in the upcoming months. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.